Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. This class is going to be another one of our sweaty mess workouts. The focus is on the legs and the booty. It will probably be a little bit longer than our traditional classes, but it's going to be a killer workout. And I'm excited to get started. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So we'll begin today in Sukhasana, easy pose. We're going to warm up the body, just taking some gentle movement here before getting into the more difficult part of the workout. So take a moment to ground down, really find a comfortable seat. You might want to move the fleshy part of the butt away from the sits bone so that you can ground down more firmly into the mat. Take your hands face down onto the knees and lean gently back in space. Close the eyes, dip the chin. Take one deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, turning your attention inward. Now we'll stay here for just a moment with our focus turned inside, listening to the way the breath moves in and out of the body. Without judgment, simply observing your natural rhythm. And as you take your next inhale, attempt to lengthen the edges of that breath for another beat. Following the same suit on the exhale. Playing with slowing the breath down and adding time to the ends of the breath. Seeing if you can't make it a little longer each time. And as you take your next inhale, rock the torso forward, the heart space moves between the biceps, chin lifts gently. And as you exhale, rounding through the back, press the shoulders, the shoulder blades towards the back of the room, dip the chin. Inhale, rock forward, arch the back, heart lifts, taking it slow. Exhale, round through the back, chin to chest. Inhale, rocking forward, cow, seated cow. Exhale, really pressing the spine towards the back of the room, cat. 2 more. Keeping everything really slow, gently waking up the body. Inhale, draw back through center. Take the right hand to the left knee. Left hand reaches back and around. Easy twist. Don't need to go too far yet. Very beginning of the practice. Switch sides. Inhale back to center and walk the hands forward. You can come up onto your spidey fingers. Really ground down through the sits bones. So you press the sits bones into the mat. Keep a flat back and walk the hands forward. You may begin to feel this in your outer right hip, or, well, depending on what leg is in front, your outer hip, maybe your lower back. Inhale, walk it back in, switch legs. Whatever leg was not in front before is now in front. And ground down through the sits bones once again, walk the hands forward. Keeping that flat back. You might have a tendency to want to round forward here, bringing your head all the way to the floor. Try to hold back from that, engage the core, and keep a flat back. Inhale, walk it back up. Take the hands now towards the front of the mat, coming into tabletop position. My cat has destroyed this mat. It's really sad. Press down into all 10 fingers. Press down through the tops of the feet. Make sure that your knees are directly underneath your hips. Your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly. Paint the tailbone to the sky. Heart space moves forward. And exhale, round through the tailbone, round through the back, chin to chest. Inhale, ripple the body forward. Lifting the tailbone high to the sky, shoulders squeeze together down the back. Exhale, rounding, tailbone rounds first, chin's the last thing to drop. Last time. On your breath. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Kick the right heel to the sky. So you're keeping your right leg at a 90-degree angle. Foot is flexed. Do your best to keep the hips square and press the heel to the sky, engaging the glute. You can drop the right knee all the way back down towards the mat or keep it about halfway up. I tend to keep it halfway up in order to keep constant glute engagement. Here, engage the navel ever so slightly. Lift the heel and we'll pulse here 10 times. 1, 2, 3, engage the glute. 4, heel to the sky. 5, hip square. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the knee back down to mimic the other knee, so we are in a mirror position. And you'll open the right leg out to the side like you're opening a book. So the leg stays exactly at a 90-degree angle, using the hip muscles to gently but firmly open it to the side. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Back to center. Take the left forearm to the mat. Straighten the right leg. I bring the left down just so I can really get into that right leg, right? But it's really up to you. You can always stay up on your hands. Straighten the right leg, and you'll open the foot out at a diagonal. So it's not straight out to the side, up and down, and it's not, toes are not facing the mat. So it's at a diagonal. Keep a micro bend in the knee and lift the leg high 10 times. 1, 2, try to engage that glute. 3, muscle-mind connection, mind-muscle connection. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back onto the left hand, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So bring the left foot to a 90-degree angle, left knee to a 90-degree angle, and really press up, heel to the sky, engage the core. Don't sink into the elbows. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opening straight out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe drop the right forearm to the mat. Open the legs out at a diagonal, the left leg rather. Straighten the leg. Micro bend in the knee and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to engage the glute. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Come back to tabletop. Flip the toes under, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet, bending one leg and then the other. Shake the head, yes and no. And as you feel comfortable, come to stillness. Shoulders away from the ears, press through the base of each finger. Gently dip the chin, gaze in the direction of the heels. Maybe micro bend in the knees or even deep bend in the knees with the focus on keeping that flat back. We'll take 3 long deep breaths here. Heart space melts towards the thighs. Internally rotate the triceps towards your face. You'll notice that allows you to create some more space between the ears and the shoulders. Last breath. Inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, bend the knees, look between the hands. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Flat back, exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Dip the chin, inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Glide the hands up above the head. And exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Tadasana at the front of the mat. Lightly engage the core. Feel down into all 4 corners of the feet. Lift the toes, spread the toes wide, and then place them back down. Gently dip the chin and relax the shoulders. Feet can be hip distance apart or closer together, yogi's choice. Inhale, swoop the arms down, around, and up. Exhale, sink the hips, chair. Lengthen the tailbone towards the space between the heels. Hands above the head or at the hips. Dip the chin, engage the core. Inhale, draw the hands down and back, palms facing the mat, lift up onto the tippy toes, drinking bird. Hold, sink a little bit deeper. And then drop the heels, stepping back up into Tadasana, draw the left knee up into the chest. So weight on the right leg, left knee in your hands, wherever that falls. Keep a micro bend in the right knee, and then kick the left leg back, warrior 3. Engage the core, square the hips. You can have your left foot flexed or pointed, but try to get the pinky toe in the direction of the mat. So your left hip is lower than you think you need to. Engage the core, focus on a point on the mat, bend the right knee, step it back, high lunge. Plant the palms, plank, Vinyasa. Second chaturanga, optional but recommended, to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, hop between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Dip the chin, bend the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, swoop the arms up above the head. Joyous. Exhale, chair. Inhale, draw the hands back behind you, palms facing the mat now. Come up onto the toes, drinking bird. You really want to engage the core here. Engage the calves too. Full body workout today. Full legs, all of the legs. Inhale, come back into chair, drop the heels, press through the left leg, draw the right knee up towards the chest. Take one breath here. And as you exhale, release the leg, press the right heel back, warrior three. Inhale, bend the left knee, step it back, high lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, Vinyasa. Second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel kicks high to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come on up, high lunge. Check your alignment here. Make sure that your hips are underneath your shoulders, your abs are engaged so we're not arching in the lower back. Press the left heel away from you. Squeeze the thighs energetically towards one another. Bring your hands to your hips and bring the left knee in the direction of the right ankle. Your hands might leave your hips here. They're used for balance. So if they need to be out in front of you, above your head, out to the side, the arms aren't the important part here. Press the right hip back, left hip presses forward. Bending through both knees, you'll bring the left knee in the direction of the right ankle, and press back up. This is a staggered squat. Most of your weight's in the right leg. 1, you're really just on the left leg for balance. 2, engage the core. 3, press through the right heel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you thought you were done, but you're not. So choices here are to do 10 more exactly like that, or add in a hop, landing lightly, coming back down and pressing back up into the next hop. Yogi's choice, 10. 1, 2, weight in the right heel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the left leg back and around now. You still want to keep the stance quite narrow. Bring the left knee to the right heel. 10 times. So curtsy staggered squats now. 1, try to keep the right knee over the ankle. 2, best you can. 3, 4, torso lifted. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same as before, you can do 10 more of these or add in a hop. 10 times. 1, 2, try to land lightly. 3, it's just a hop, you don't have to fly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it back. High lunge, hands to prayer, prayer twist. Press the left heel away from you. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. Vinyasa to downward facing dog. Pedal through the feet. Come back to the breath. We'll stay here for 3 breaths before moving on to the second side. Inhale, left heel kicks high to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Square the hips forward. Press through the right heel. Bend more deeply into the left leg. Squeeze the thighs towards one another. Engage the core, relax the shoulders. Moving now into our staggered squat. So you can take the hands down unless you want a really, really strong workout. Bring the right knee closer so you're narrowing the stance. Right knee towards left ankle and press back up. So your weight is in the left heel. Your right leg is really just there for balance. So your left leg's doing all the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more with or without a hop, yogi's choice. 1, you're still gonna get an awesome workout even if you don't hop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Curtsy. My legs are shaking. Curtsy, lunge. Curtsy, staggered squat, rather. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really engage the glute. 5. You should feel this in your left butt cheek. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And either jump or don't jump. Your choice. I love you just the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. High lunge, prayer twist. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Second chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Ooh. Are your legs burning? My legs are burning. Come back to the breath. Playing with lengthening the inhales and exhales like we did at the beginning when we were just in a comfy seat before the work began. So come back to that breath. Focus on slowing everything down. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, look between the hands. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Micro bend in the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer. Back to Tadasana at the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the hands towards the sky. Exhale, sink the hips, chair. A strong chair, weight in the heels. Lengthen the tailbone towards the mat. Lift the heart, engage the core. Relax the shoulders. Relax the shoulders. I feel like this is probably, should just be written on the back of any yoga room. Relax the shoulders. Awesome. Press through that right heel. Come up to standing, lifting the left knee up towards the chest. You can either grab onto it or not. I feel like this is definitely a Tai Chi move. I should be moving my arm. I don't know how to do it properly, so that was probably not very good. Can somebody come teach me Tai Chi? That'd be great. All right. Kick the left heel behind you, hinging at the hips. Come into Warrior 3. Either hold a static Warrior 3 or bend the right knee. Press back up. Core tight. Bend the right knee. Press back up. Square the hips. Bend the knee. Press it up. 3, 4, 5. Bend it once more. Step it back. High lunge. Drop the left knee down now to the mat. Come into low lunge. Plant the palms on either side of the right hand. Step it back to tabletop. And you'll walk the torso up onto the heels, so you're now sitting on the heels. And we'll do kneeling to squat. So from this kneeled position, you can, well, you will have to. So we start with our booty on our heels. Engage the core. Lift up, step the right foot forward, followed by the left, come into a low squat. Step the right leg back, followed by the left, come to sit on the heels. Press up, left foot forward, right follows, left down, right follows, come to sit. So you want to stay low in the squat, weight in the heels. Try to keep the knees over the ankles best you can. Lift the torso. Imagine that you are like an umpire or a goalkeeper, and there's going to be a ball coming at you really quickly, so you want to be prepared to catch it, okay? Starting on the right side. Press up, right leg forward, left, catch the ball, right, left, back, left, right, back, right, left, back, left, right, sit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, keep going, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, almost, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Good job. Awesome. Meet me in downward facing dog. If you need to pause the video and continue, make sure you do that. I'd rather you get to that 20 even if it takes you 20 minutes. So pause the video, do your 20, and we'll continue together once you hit play. Inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the arms up to standing. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Coming back to the breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair. Strong chair. I know it's probably shaking. Weight in the heels. Relax the shoulders. Engage the core. And press through the left heel now. Draw the right knee up towards the chest. Lengthen through the spine. Lift the crown of the head. Use the lower abs to bring that right knee up higher. And micro bend in the left knee. Press the right heel back. Warrior 3. You can bring your hands to prayer for balance or out to the side. Flex the foot, pinky toe towards the mat, right hip lower than you think you need to. And either stay here in static, warrior 3, or bend the left leg, press through the heel, press it back up. 1, 2, if you lose your balance, that's okay. 3, focus on a drishti point. 4, 5, and bend again through the left knee, step it back, high lunge. Bring the right knee to the mat now, low lunge. Hands frame the foot, step it back to tabletop. Stack the hips over the knees and walk the hands forward. As far as they'll go, keep the hips over the knees and melt the heart towards the mat. Puppy pose, extended puppy. Forehead rests on the mat. Inhale, walk the hands back in towards the body. Come onto the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the back of the mat now. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Let the crown of the head be heavy. Sway to the left and the right. Release the back of the neck. Maybe clasp hands above the head. Really allow the torso to be heavy. Release the hands, heel toe the feet a little bit wider, toes facing the outside of the mat, sink the hips down, yogic squat. Malasana. Hands to prayer, gently press the knees away from you with the elbows. Hips heavy, heart high. Excellent. Take the hands back to the mat now. Walk it forward. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Look between the hands. Hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands up to the sky. And exhale, hands to prayer. Take a big step now with the left foot, so you're facing the side of the mat. I said this was a sweaty mess, and I am dripping sweat, so I hope you are too. Come into your plie. Plie. I said it was going to be a full leg workout, didn't I? All right. Plie, sink the hips, knees over ankles. Press the thighs away from each other. Lift the torso high, so you might need to come into a more narrow plie if that's for you. Some people are super flexy and they can go all the way out. Your hip socket might just not allow that. So find your plie. Right elbow to right thigh, reach up and over, side bend. 2, 3, sink a little deeper. 4, 5. Opening up the side body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Twist. So take the hands on the inside of the thighs. Look over the left shoulder. Over the right shoulder. Maybe you get a nice little crack. Back to center and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop the feet into a wide squat. So not quite plie, not quite narrow squat. Sink the hips, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop it into a narrow squat. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop it back to plie. Give me another twist. For a break, look over the left shoulder. Look over the right. Back to center. Come up onto the toes. Lift the heels. And we'll just stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the heels, straighten the legs. Turn the toes towards the long side of the mat. Heel just slightly farther away than the toes. Take your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, keep the back flat, maybe bend in the knees. Forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Come back to that breath. Lengthening the inhales and the exhales. Take your hands over to the right ankle now, twist. Over to the left. Back to center, inhale, half lift. Keep that micro bend in the knees. Take the left hand down, reach the right arm to the sky. Press through the outer edge of both feet. Reach up and overhead, fingertips press away from the hips. And release other side, right hand down, left arm reaches to the sky. Try to keep the hips square, twisting only in the spine. Reach up and overhead. And release, bend through the right heel, or right knee rather. Bend through the right knee, press the right hip back, and then bend through the left. Moving lunges, bend through the right, bend through the left, stretching the inner groin too, maybe lifting the opposite toes. Really whatever feels good for you. There's no right or wrong. Finding a place that feels good. And press it back up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. You might want to make the stance a little narrower. Bending through the right knee, left leg long. Take the left hand either to the mat, or maybe you have like a table or a couch or something that you don't have to go all the way down. You just want to make sure you're pressing that right hip back to come into a side lunge. And options are to just step, side lunge, step, side lunge, or add in the hops. 30 side lunge jumps. These are my favorites. Favorite interval style exercise ever. So I hope you enjoy them too. Remember, you can always pause the video, take a break, and come back to them, but make sure that you finish them. All right, right leg first, bend the right knee, hop switch. 1, keep the back flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, weight in the heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. Come back into your low side lunge. Bend through the right leg, flex the left foot, left toes towards the sky. Switch sides, bend through the left leg, flex the right toes towards the sky. And walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Plank, Vinyasa. Optional second chaturanga to downward facing dog. Take the left hand to the center of the mat. Right hand reaches in the direction of the left ankle. Look under the left shoulder, twist. Switch sides. Look under the right shoulder. Back to center, bring the knees to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, come back up. Recenter, tabletop. Left arm reaches up to the sky, and exhale. Thread the needle. Try to keep your hips square as best you can. Left shoulder, left ear on the mat. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Flip the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel kicks to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Lift the knee high. Square the shoulders, or do your best. And re-square the hips, step the right leg through, drop the left knee down, come on up, low lunge. Press the left hip forward, right hip back. Squeeze the thighs energetically toward one another. Allow the left shin to melt into the mat. Crown of the head grows tall. Plant the palms, step it back. Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee, stack the hips. Do your best to square the shoulders. And step it through. Drop the right knee down. Inhale, low lunge. Plant the palms, plank, vinyasa, to downward facing dog. Walk the hands towards the back of the mat. Once again, heel toe the feet a little wider, sink the hips, yogic squat. Take the right hand to the outside of the right foot, reach the left arm up, twist. Fingertips energetic towards the sky. Back to center, switch sides, left arm down, right fingertips reach to the heavens. Or as one of my teacher trainees said, like rays of sunshine. Your fingertips are like rays of sunshine towards the sky. I loved it, I thought it was great. All right, take your hands behind you now, come to sit. On the bum, last little bit of work. So roll down onto your back. Soles of the feet on the mat, knees bent. Shimmy the shoulders up underneath the heart space. Press through the elbows, or maybe take your hands to the mat, press through the hands. Kick the left foot into the air. Keep the hips square and press off with the right heel. You can keep the left leg bent, no worries. And we'll do bridge pulses, pressing up with the right foot 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to keep the hips square. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reset. I told you this is the last little bit. You can do it. You can do it. We're almost done. Right foot towards the sky, or you can bend the knee. Point is that all of the weight is on the left leg. Keep the hips square. Press your left heel. Lift the hips. And 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my weaker side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Ooh. Okay. Reset. Reset, reset. Both soles of the feet on the mat now. Make sure that the toes are facing directly away from you. Toes are parallel. Shimmy the shoulders back underneath the heart space if they have moved. Press through both heels now. Scoop the hips up towards the sky 20 times. 1. Squeeze the glutes at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, squeeze, 15, 16, 17, almost, 18, 19, 20. Awesome job. All right. That was it. So take the right ankle on top of the left knee and draw the left knee in towards the body. Figure 4 on the back. Gently press into the right knee with the right elbow. An option to stay here, or take your left hand to the right foot and draw it all over to the left. Lift your right knee high. So right foot, left knee is on the mat on the left side of your body. Right knee yearns towards the ceiling. You can take your right arm long to the side of you. Maybe you're feeling a nice stretch in the side body and the outer hip. As you're ready, move back through center. Take the right sole of the foot to the mat, left ankle on right knee, and draw the right thigh in towards the body. You can clasp behind the thigh or behind the shin. An option to stay here, or take the right hand to the left foot and bring the left sole of the foot to the mat. Left knee yearns towards the sky, left hand reaches out to the side. And turn your head in whichever way feels the most comfortable for you. Just really melting into this stretch. Inhale, come back through center. Take the left sole of the foot to the mat, bring the right knee into the chest. An option to straighten the right leg. You can grab onto the back of the calf or maybe grab onto the foot if you have short little legs like me. Otherwise, just grab onto the calf or the thigh just to flex the right foot and get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Option to straighten that left leg too if it's in your practice, if it feels good in your body today. Also, option to grab a strap and hook it around the ball of the right foot. And release. Right sole of the foot to the mat. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. And then straighten that left leg. either grabbing onto the toes or the calf or the thigh. Option to straighten the right leg if it feels good today. If you do, really ground down through that right leg, flex the right foot. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Allow the hands to fall to the left and the right of the mat. The backs of the shoulders to be heavy. Dip the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. And if you have sandbags here, would be a great place to put them on your inner thighs to help gravity stretch. Now you may release the breath if you were still trying to lengthen it and manipulate it. Just come back to that natural rhythm that we found at the beginning of the practice. Without judgment, simply observing how it moves in and out of the body. Taking the time to observe how it feels to be in your body after this practice. And stay here in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose, or extend the legs into Shavasana as you wish. But grant yourself permission to bask in this stillness, in this time at the end of your practice. So I'll leave you here to enjoy for as long as you're able. I'll see you in our next class together. From my heart to yours, Namaste.